Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos here at DLC Productions. I'm glad that you guys continue to follow me and enjoy what I do. So today I'm bringing y'all something a little out of pocket. Today I decided to come up with a concept for my own version of a trading card game that I have called Sho'Zen. Now, explaining Sho'Zen to you guys would probably take too long, so I'm gonna give you guys the cut and short version. The concept I came up with is based off of Future Card Buddyfight, Yu-Gi-Oh, and the Chaotic game series from back in the early 2000s. Now, for those of you who aren't aware of any of those card games outside of Yu-Gi-Oh, I suggest you do your homework. It hit different. Not even trying to be funny. But essentially, I came up with the concept that I want to maybe stretch this out for another 3 or 4 videos. Don't know. Probably will do so. But I also have essentially kind of planned how I want this game to come out, if I actually do stretch this out, if not go as far as to produce the product itself. Not sure, honestly. I would love to get some positive feedback, or just feedback in general. Don't really care about the mixed positive or whatever have you, whatever works for you guys. But essentially, this is a game that you can actually play with 4 people. Yes, a trading card game that you can play with 4 people. It's not Uno, it's none of that thing. It's literally, this is a game you can play tag team matches with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys this right here. This essentially is the card display. Now, obviously this is work in progress, but I'm going to explain it to you. And starting off immediately, as you can guys see above my head on the right, in the top right hand corner, it's 5 tally marks, which include the card's clan, the card artwork, the card's information, the ability, and its attack and defense stats. All of those, like I said, effectively it's like your standard Yu-Gi-Oh card, but I kind of wanted to flush out the artwork of the card a little more. And again, as I said, this is just a demo display, and probably what I'll show you guys in the next segment of this is going to probably be a little different. And again, this is the display. This is just what I came up with at the time I was coming up with this video. And as you can see, you have the title of the card game kind of flushed out a little bit. Like I said, I feel like I rushed this a little bit, but I feel like once I actually sit down and be like, yeah, let's actually talk about it, do something about it, write it out type vibe, that's just me overthinking the product as it is. So effectively, what you guys can see in the very top in the top left corner of the front of the card itself, it says specifically where the card's clan is. Now, each card's clan, I want to say, there are 6 clans at this point that I came up with, at least 6 clans, and each one of them has their own specifics. They have their own branding, their own standards, right? And I don't want to make them like too on the nose predictable, because I always want to make these. I always wondered the type of thing to go with. Like specifically, like I actually designed a continuous spell card that I'm going to show you guys right now, as a matter of fact. So effectively, hold on, my screen is being, yep, there it is. So here we go. So as you guys can see, this is a quick rundown. I have not given this card a name. I have not given, a ability. This was actually the prototype for the display card before the display that you guys see now. But effectively, this is a clan. This is a specific card that's only used for a certain clan. Now, see, that's the beauty of it right now. Like I said, when I said that this game is for 2-on-2, it can be 2-on-2, it can be 1-on-1, however you guys want to play it. Specifically, there are spells, traps, and weapon cards that are only per clan. Like, you just can't use them on any type of clan unless you actually do have, like, if you do decide to make your cards neutral. Even when you make your decks neutral, you still have to require, there are certain ramifications that you guys do have to follow. And like I said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. But anyway, let's get back to it. So specifically, as you guys can see, this is the underworld card. Okay, specifically why I did it like that is based off of, I know what everybody's probably gonna say, like, oh, those are monsters, demons, and all this other stuff. Yeah, that's true, but in this particular case, The underworld are considered malicious ones. They're not just the ones that do the most harm or cause the most havoc or anything like that. These cards are what you call chip damage cards. Now, if you don't know what chip damage is, it means like you will go about using weaker attacks that do long lasting damage, or use spells that deal overtime damage. So what it's specifically like if you're dealing with poisons, for example, because I directly making it so that, like I said, there are 6 clans that I'm working with that I have designs that I haven't designed for yet, but I'm still working on it as time goes by. That, on the other hand, what you guys got to understand is that I want each clan to stick out in their own right, but also when people play it, oh, he's got that clan, oh man, so he probably plays aggressive, or she's got this clan, that means she's probably on the more technical side. Yes, that's the mindset that I want you guys to have. I want you guys to have that same mindset when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh. When you play Yu-Gi-Oh, you gotta worry about if you got players that have aggressive play styles, the sit and wait play styles, or the wanting to synchro and automatically KO you and take your life points like it's literally nothing. Because like I said, I'm still working on the concept, but I'm just giving you guys what I'm able to show you currently. Because like I said, while I was like kind of going through it a little bit, I was kind of like, you know what, let me see if I can think of something and get my head straight, you know what I'm saying? However, I wanted to make this game for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Not just for the kids, not just for teenagers, not just for adults. I want this to be a game that everybody can play. You know what I'm saying? I want this to be a collectible game that everybody can say, hey, you got that card, can I trade that with you? I want people to really like get there. Now, and the reason I even got this idea in general, now, and I'm not saying this ain't for clout. I'm not gonna hold you. This shit ain't for clout. For those of you that know the Poke YouTuber A Drive, he recently did his Kickstarter for Illustrals, which is his card game, which I thoroughly support, and I advise you guys to check him out and check out the YouTube page for it. It's good stuff. It's real good stuff there. I can't wait till, you know, further acquisitions of it goes up. But again, me personally, this is just a concept. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm trying to be like A Drive. I'm not trying to be like the next man. I don't have no reason to want to follow behind any other person's footsteps except the footsteps I make for myself. So that being said, I want you guys to see this card, for example. As you can see, the attack and the defense are in the representative spot. You know, the swords that meet in the center, the recommended shield and stuff like that. Now, each monster has their own grade. You have 0 grade, and then you have grades 1 through 3. And occasionally, if the card is rare enough, you'll get a grade 4 or grade 5. Now, grade 4 is one of those monsters that takes 2 to 3 cards to create. You know, just like Yu-Gi-Oh, it takes, you know, tributes, summonings, special summonings, like graveyard summonings, all those kind of things. Grade 5 cards are effectively ultra rares. You don't see them in a standard deck. There's a lot of work that goes into bringing these cards to the field. It could be a card that requires you to summon up to 8 monsters. It's literally the concept of having a grade 5 card is that if you're going to use this card, you have to prepare your field and prepare everything to the most minute detail, because it could literally make or break the game. That essentially, you know, and effectively that's what I wanted to go with. Grade 3 is a monster that can be used for everything. It can be used as a defense, can be used as an attacker, can be used as a chip damage card, all of that. But then you have grades 0 through 2. Not effective. They are effective in battle, but they're primarily used for just tributes and basically cannon fodder. And again, as I said, I'm developing the concept as I'm going along with it. I'm actually writing down a lot of information on it, like just to see what stood out the most. And you know, since I'm working on a bunch of stuff right now that you guys haven't really heard me talk about, I felt like there was a time to really like stand out on it. But like I said, that was just the concept. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you check me out. You guys can also check me out on Twitch. I just started streaming over there, and I'm gonna be streaming every week. So I hope you guys enjoy those videos. Feel free to hit me up if you guys want to find me on PlayStation. My PlayStation name is out there too. Let me know something.